This company is not just about a service that we're providing. It's not just about doing work. It's also about dreams. It's also about helping people fulfill their dreams. I've had people ask me, why did you name the company Samuel? I named it after my dad. And I think it's important to know the story about my dad in order to get the picture of why I did that. But when I was a little kid, my dad, for example, built a house by himself and a couple of guys, but from scratch. And that house still stands today, but he started with no knowledge and no money, and he just worked at it and figured it out until he got through it. What's funny is people talk about how the house is slightly crooked, but what's great to me is that it's got his fingerprint on it, and he did it with all 6 kids, plus I think we always had 4 dogs and 2 cats and aunts and uncles that lived with us. He carried a lot of weight on his shoulders, and I always felt like he had big shoulders. My dad spent nearly 20 years building this computer business, and as kids, we had all worked for him. My brothers and sisters had. When we went to work for my dad, he would always start by putting us in charge of little menial tasks. In the computer business, you have all these little screws that come out of computer systems, and he would put those in a bucket, and we were responsible to take all those screws and sort them into bins. And he was meticulous about little things like that. I always felt those jobs were meaningless and pointless, but I just remember my dad caring about those things, the little things, and how our desks looked and how the office looked. We just learned a lot over the years, just the little things of work ethic and how to finish a job when we started it, and how to care about excellence and getting a job done right. Probably the most important thing that I learned from him is to not stop. He'd try stuff and it wouldn't work, and he'd try again, and it wouldn't work, and he'd try again. And that bulldog tenacity of going forward, not giving up on the dreams that he had, was probably the most important thing of all. When I named the company Samuel, it was important because that was about my dad. I think all of us that work in Samuel can take part of that there's a heritage that we're building on of helping people, and also for reaching for dreams. Samuel is about a person. It's about my dad. It's about a dreamer, and it's about that those dreams aren't dead. They're still alive.